So it's actually pretty funny how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met in the bathroom.
We met in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I was a brand new agent.
Yes.
And
I was minding my business.
yeah.
Doing my business.
Yeah.
So how did the interaction happen?
How it happened is so in our office, we have the communal washroom or whatever, and I've been with my company now for quite some time.
Yeah.
A little bit over a decade I've been with my company, so I pretty much know the faces.
Yeah.
Not everyone's face, but I know faces. So if I see somebody young, I'll know. Like, I've never seen you before, you're new.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was growing my team, I was building my team, and I was looking for young, hungry agents.
Young, hungry agents.
Or sorry, I don't want to say young, but I was looking for hungry agents and new agents as well,
Yeah.
And chemistry matters a lot, obviously. So anyway, I was, as I was going into the washroom, Andrew was coming out of the washroom, and
Yeah, I just said hi.
yeah, we started talking. I think you had like a brown leather jacket. You had a brown jacket on or something?
I still do have.
And then Tawfiq, I met from Facebook online. So Tawfiq, when he joined our company, Royal page, I think you posted something.
I think I posted. I was looking for a team.
You were looking for a team.
Yeah.
And Tawfiq's story is it's funny. I find it funny is I reached out to Tawfiq. Tawfiq was supposed to meet with Anthony and I a couple of times.
Yeah.
But you kept pushing it back. So for me, it's like, after one time I don't mind. It's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 times, I'm like, okay. 3rd time is like, no, I don't care. Like, it's done. And Tawfiq kept calling me for like maybe 2 months, 3 months he was calling. And every time he would call me, I would end his call. I wouldn't call him back. I wouldn't.
You would just text me. I'll call you later.
I'll call you later. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm busy. So anyway, then Tawfiq sent me a message. I forgot what you said. You said, "Hey, are you upset?" Or you said something like that. He said something that hit one of my emotional chords.
Because I wanted that meeting to happen. So.
Yeah. He hit one of my emotional chords, which is genius. You made me think outside of whatever I was thinking before. Instead of you sending me messages like, "Hey, are you available to meet?" You just went straight to my, one of my emotional chords. And again, it was something like, "Hey, are you upset?" And I didn't even know you at the time, So because of that, then we met, and like I said, chemistry matters a lot, So just because we're meeting doesn't mean we're gonna do business together.
Of course.
So chemistry really matters, and I had a good time. It was a fun time.
We talk about Earl Nightingale from time to
I
time.
love Earl Nightingale, man.
What's your favorite quote?
From Earl Nightingale, so I've been listening to Earl Nightingale now. It's been like 15 years almost that when I first learned about him. And I listened to his recording. It's like a 30-40 minute recording that he recorded back in the 1950s.
Yeah.
I listen to it from time to time. Sometimes I'll listen to it for, days straight, and then I won't listen to it again for 2 months. And then, it gets me going, And one of the things that has a profound impact, or that really stuck out to me recently was he says the opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it's conformity. And I'm like, oh my God, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've heard that so many times in the last 10-15 years, but just now it really stuck out to me.
Yeah.
So every time I listen to that recording, it's called The Strangest Secret.
Yeah.
So every time I listen to it, I pick new things out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it's conformity.
And that's something I also take into heart as well. I'm
Huge.
always trying to be different.
Yes, not following everybody else. We're always thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
We're always pushing limits, trying new things. And yeah, it's a great example of that quote was in 2020. Look what happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Everybody was just following everybody else and not knowing why.
Yeah. Could be real estate, could be worldwide pandemic. We're not going to be specific about it.
But yeah, that's when it really like dawned on me. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Being in the business 15 years, like, what changed the most as a realtor?
We don't use fax machines anymore.
Yeah.
Huge. Everything is the same in the sense of it's a human to human
Yeah.
business. That's not going to change. You know, that emotional aspect, it's not going to change. It's going to stay the same. But what has changed is the way we communicate with technology.
Yeah.
You know,
ChatGPT, all these AI.
Exactly. Emails on our phone with attachments. You know, 2007, like there was Blackberries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like simple. Like it
No
wasn't.
attachments.
You couldn't really do much. Exactly.
So now we have it easy.
We have it easy. Yeah, we could take pictures on our phone, and you don't have to scan anything anymore. The scanners are done now.
Like
Yeah.
bank drafts, just take a photo.
You don't need even printers now at some level. Like we don't
barely print anything.
we don't
nowadays.
print anything anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so I think the biggest one of the biggest changes in our industry has been technology, the way we communicate.
I was speaking to Andrew the other day, like, you're buying time
Yeah.
with ChatGPT because they always say you can't buy time.
Yeah.
But this one's saving you time. Instead of writing emails,
Yes.
it takes you 5 minutes. It's taking 1 minute.
Or 30-minute email. It could be like a 2-minute ask ChatGPT to write it this way.
Yes.
And that's why I love it.
You just have to know the right question to ask.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Something I remember is when I was a brand new agent, I remember I had to drop off a bank draft, but at the time, I was not taking my car. I've recently moved to Toronto. I'm like, oh, I could just bus and TTC everywhere. So I'm going to drop off my bank draft for this deal. 10-minute drive away, but with the bus, it would have been like a 40-minute.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah,
I remember you calling me. You're like, where are you? Because obviously we're trying to do more pre-con deals. And I was like, oh, I'm just waiting for the bus at the bus stop. And I remember you telling me, bro, what are you doing? Like, drive. Like, you have a car.
Yeah.
You have to be somewhere every time. You can't just wait for the bus. Like,
What the
you're
hell?
wasting your time.
Yeah.
You have to think like you're already making $1,000 an hour,
Yeah.
which I don't think I'm making close to that right now.
It's okay.
1,000 an hour, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
But again, it's a mindset shift. It's like a breakthrough moment for me. Just wasting a lot of time that I could have used towards earning more money, serving more people.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember when you told me. I was so irritated. I'm like, what the hell?
It was a big lesson for no. And so I remember you saying like, "Where are you?" And then you drove up in your Mercedes. You picked me up, and we went to go drop it off.
Oh, I took you?
Yeah, you drove me.
Wow.
So that was like a 20-minute, so 10-minute to the brokerage office, 10-minute back to the
Where
office.
was this?
It was on York Mills Road.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've taken the TTC subway like maybe twice after that.
Yeah. To go downtown. Or
Yeah,
something.
to go downtown.
Yeah.
But otherwise, always
No.
take my car.
No.
You know that cliche of agents only drive luxury cars and this and blah blah blah. You said Mercedes. You didn't say I picked you up in my car. You said I picked you up in my Mercedes.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes when I go to showrooms and I see all the cars parked up, I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
who's what?
That's inspiring.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, that's
damn,
inspiring.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But for me to get a Benz or a Mercedes or whatever, one of these luxury foreign cars, was not so much for the flashiness or whatever, but I was thinking more in terms of comfort.
Yeah.
I wanted to be comfortable, and we drive so much,
Like you see people driving Mercedes, they don't go back. They just
Oh,
yeah,
upgrade,
you
right?
can't-
Even
you
in
can't go
life, like
Yeah.
like you just keep going
Correct.
forward.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would have changed, like
From when I started to
from when
now.
you started yet? Like if you had to
I
go
think-
back?
Yeah, there's definitely so many things that I would change. Number one thing is I would have a proper business plan.
Okay.
I'd want to know what I'm doing, figure out a niche to focus in, because rentals you can't sustain. It's not sustainable,
No.
for long term. You're not earning that much money either long term.
Yeah. That's a grind.
It's a grind, but it could be lucrative if you're smart about it.
Yeah.
All those people that you do business with are going to do business with you again at some point in the future. Not all of them, but
Potentially.
yeah, potentially a lot of them. But I think I would have had listened to Simon a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that he would always tell me, and this is like real estate talk, one of the things that he would always tell me is put together my database.
Yeah.
Get a CRM system. Get a client relation management. Is that what it stands for, right?
Yeah.
Clients, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Get a CRM. Get your clients in there. Get your friends in there. Get your family in there. Start calling your friends. Start calling your family. I didn't do any of that.
Just to wrap this
Yeah.
podcast, like what's next for you as Imran and Con?
Yeah. Like we always say, you think in 5-year terms.
Yes.
So what's the next 5 years looking like for you?
Fun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm going to be turning 40 this year.
Nice.
And I'm still figuring that out. I'm still putting it together. It's easy for me to say what I'm doing next month, but like in the next 5 years, I gotta create it.
Yeah.
So where am I going to be? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. But wherever it is going to be is going to require a lot of work. It's going to require me to be outside of my comfort zone a lot, and I'm going to be facing some really, really big challenges. What those challenges are, I have no idea yet. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the journey, and yeah, in 5 years, I want to be at a different place,
Yeah.
different level.
Yeah.
And I hope you get there.
Thank you, man.
Faster than 5 years.
Yeah, thank you, brother. No more fax machines.
Yeah.
We got our phones now, and the way we communicate and share information and get information as well, and also too is just being surrounded by the right people.
Yeah.
That's big.
I think I feel, or what I see, or what I think that the biggest gain that you two got from this industry is each other. You guys became met in the industry, became friends, and you have somebody to, like, mine is Tony. My guy is Tony.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he keeps you accountable.
No, Tony doesn't keep me accountable. I would say more so Tony is like, when we first started, because Tony and I were young, we were both Simon's buyer agents. So Tony and I were like 23 and 24 at the time.
Yeah.
Or whatever our age was, mid-20s. And Tony wasn't somebody to keep me accountable. He was more so somebody for me to share my emotions with.
Bounce back.
And he will understand.
That he would understand. Because I couldn't call my friends and say, oh man, the offer got canceled. They'll look at me and be like, so?
Yeah.
So Tony was somebody for me, and vice versa as well. We would share our war stories, I guess.
Yeah. Because you're going through it.
We're going through it, and
experience.
how to get over things and what to do, and everything was new for us in real estate. So, and then when Tony and I started the team, the Condo Corner, same thing. It started all over again. It's a new world for both of us, and it's been challenging. It's definitely been challenging, but the challenges are
that's what
we smile.
Keep you moving, right?
We smile at them, man.
Where can people find you?
Instagram.
Yeah,
the Condo Corner at the
we'll
Condo
plug
Corner.
it in.
My Insta, Condo Corner Insta. But everybody's Insta. Tony's, yours, mine, Tofik. My dad's.
Your dad has Instagram.
You're gonna get a lot of followers. Man. You're gonna be famous.
Yeah.
Be ready.
What's the podcast called again?
Real Estate
Pros.
Real Estate
Got
Pros
it.
Podcast.
Number 1.
Real Estate Pros Podcast is the podcast where we're going to be inviting experts onto the show and picking their brains and providing value to the people who watch it.
Yes. I'm Tawfiq Abdul Samad.
I'm Andrew Lee.
I'm Imran Alam.
That was the first episode.
See you in the next one.
Cut.